Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking action figure review. Today we have another figure from the Monsterverse and Godzilla vs. Kong, the Playmates MechaGodzilla with HEAV. Yes, toys very much spoiled the MechaGodzilla in this movie. I wish I hadn't known of MechaGodzilla's existence, but all these toys were officially released before the movie and etc. Before that, they were leaked, and when you like so much Godzilla stuff on social media and something leaks, you see it. Like, I've seen stuff from Singular Point, which at the time of recording this isn't even out in my country or in my language. And I've seen spoilers for it already, because people can't just be patient and wait and be considerate. But that's enough about spoilers in the kaiju community and in everywhere. Here we have the MechaGodzilla. I'm not going to get the big MechaGodzilla. I'm really only getting the figures in this scale, and not even all of them at that. But I had to have the MechaGodzilla, of course. They'll probably make a monster art of this. That might even be announced by the time this is up, but I'd much prefer this. You get another HEAV, very similar to the one that came with Skullcrawler. It might even be bigger. It's definitely a different color. He still has the battle damage effect. I might be getting a little ahead of myself. This is the packaging. Here he is on the back. Legends collide as Godzilla and Kong, the two most powerful forces of nature, clash in a spectacular battle for the ages. The monster war rages on the surface and deep within our world as the spectacular secret realm of the Titans, known as the Hollow Earth, is revealed. A robotic apex predator with unstoppable powers of laser destruction, MechaGodzilla was created in secret to destroy Godzilla and in the reign of monsters. Here you show some of the other figures. I'm not getting Godzilla with Radio Tower or Godzilla with Heat Ray. I've passed them up many times. I have Skullcrawler with HEAV and have reviewed it. I have Kong with Battle Axe and have reviewed it. I'm not getting Kong with Fighter Jet. It's the same as this Kong, but with like a different accessory and head. And then I need Warbat with the Osprey pretty badly. Of Jorts, shows how to connect his tail here. There's no top of the packaging, technically. So that's it for him. But let's bust him open, huh? And here is the MechaGodzilla with HEAV out of packaging. Here's the HEAV. It's a neat little thing. Probably more fun for the kids than for the adults. You know, a little hollow inside. Green this time, as I said. Fun. I'll definitely be keeping it. Got to keep figures complete after all. But I certainly won't be displaying it. And here we have MechaGodzilla himself, who will of course go on display. I've actually cleared a lot of room for kaiju figures recently. I had a shelf that was full of comic books. Now I display my comic books piled up on my desk instead of on a shelf, because I don't have room for stuff. So now kaiju are going to go on that shelf. This is actually a fun little figure. It's very enjoyable. Oh, is that a Super Sentai foot over there? Oh, let's just do that. Okay. Now, he actually has a fun amount of articulation. Jaw articulation, which is a must-have on kaiju figures for children and adults. And remember what we always say on this channel, we do not judge children's toys by adult collectible standards. I will be judging this by $10 kids' toy standards. The arms got a good in and out, a little hindered by this. Forward and back, also hindered by that. No elbow, which is very disappointing. I think elbow would be a fun point of articulation for kids on this guy. Maybe have done away with the foot swivel, perhaps? But at the same time, the legs are very well articulated, and I'm not sure I would want to give that up either. We got nice knee. You know, this articulates outwards. It's a little hindered as well. Forward and back as well. Hi-ya! Karate MechaGodzilla. I would watch a MechaGodzilla Kung Fu movie. It would be stupid and no one else would go to see it, but that'd be wild. The tail articulates like this. You do have to pop it in. It's very easy. And it's really rubbery, so you can move it all around for, you know, when your kid's playing with it, they can move it all around. But it's not articulated past the base. I like the nice red on the spines. It actually goes all the way down to the tip of the tail, which lots of children's Godzilla figures don't have spines painted all the way to the tip of the tail. Lots of Godzilla adult figures don't, which is very Nice. Most of the body is just this gray, but there are some different grays, like inside the mouth here. You can clearly see that's a very different gray. That gray's a little darker as well, just a little bit. Might just be mine, might just be the light, but it seems darker. There's a tiny bit of red in his eyes. I wish it was a bit more prominent. I think that would have drawn kids in a bit more, as well as adult collectors. And the hands are actually different. I don't know if you noticed that. This claw is all the way open, and this claw is partially closed, which I think is actually a cool little detail there. But yeah, that's mostly it for detail and paint and stuff. How about now we check out some size comparisons, huh? First up, for size comparisons, we're going to show MechaGodzilla with his organic counterpart. Here we have the first release of the Atomic Breath 2001 Godzilla from NECA. It's a little big for him, but MechaGodzilla was kind of thin in the movie. They said they wanted to go with a simplistic design because the overcomplicated Michael Bay Transformers they thought looked like shit, so they wanted a more simple robot, which is fine by me. I don't care. Most MechaGodzillas are relatively simple, to be honest. I mean, Heisei is a very simple MechaGodzilla. And that's cool. Just, you know, you have to show MechaGodzilla with a Godzilla, right? Of jorts. Let's show them some other Playmates figures. This is from kind of the Playmates Classics line. A 2017 Kong who's quite tall. Once again, admittedly, this guy likes to push forward a bit because of his leg articulation and kind of the weight on the front of him, which isn't really a problem for kids. That's more of an adult collector thing, but I do need to let you guys know that, but I don't really judge it by that. I'm going to show him with another Kong. You're going to see him mostly with Kongs, to be completely honest. Here is the Kong with Battle Axe that came out kind of in the first wave. I think they look pretty fun together because, like, once again, the tail is also, like, there's so much on this figure that's, see, that's like his real height, right? But it keeps pushing, see, he pushes down, sadly. Let's remove that Kong. Of course, you know, I gotta show him with another one of the big three. Here he is with Gamera. This is the Movie Monster Series 95 Gamera, the most recent one. That's actually pretty cool. I really like that sizing. And lastly, I want to show him with a toy line near and dear to my heart. The last one of these I ordered, PayPal wouldn't send the payment through, so I couldn't get Zombie Hedorah. But here is the YMSF open-mouthed Gabara. This is the one from back in the day, not a re-release. I really love me some YMSF. I think they make dope stuff, but they're so expensive. I was going to get the YMSF Behemoth, but it was like $100 before shipping. For like $100, I was like, I can't do that, even for my boy Behemoth. Maybe we'll get another decent figure of him one day, but I couldn't do $100. But yeah, Gabara is very tall. That's the size comparison. I just wanted to rant about YMSF. Okay, so I'm actually dumb. He has battle damage too. You know, it's machine parts on the inside. Of course, it goes on very easily. It stays on very easily, and it comes off easily if you're trying to make it come off, but if you're not trying to make it come off, it doesn't. It's a very good piece. It's very well made. I'll just leave it on forever. I'll probably never take it off again. So what are my final thoughts on the Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong MechaGodzilla with HEAV? Well, hopefully he won't get endless re-releases with slight variations like the Godzilla and Kong have. That's why I only have one Kong and haven't even got a Godzilla yet, because I was just going to pass on the Godzillas because I had a bunch of 2019 ones. But the one with the translucent arms and stuff looks really cool, so I'll probably get that one if I can ever find it. This is the only one of the new ones I've seen at all, to be honest. The only one of the post-movie ones. But it's a fun figure. Adult collectors might want to note that it does hunch forward a lot. The tail pushes it forward, and then all the leg articulation, weight of the arms, etc. just pushes the whole thing forward. You know, not a big problem for kids. Not a problem for kids at all. It's got enough articulation. I would really have liked some in the elbows. That, I think, would have given the player it a lot more playability, you know? Maybe cut the feet articulation and put that in the elbow. But that's fine. Paint is fine for a $10 figure. Size is fine. It just it just doesn't look as good as it should because of the hunching. Once again, but I think it's a very fun figure. I think your kids will love it. I think your kids will really like this figure. I kind of hope the movie Monster Series does one. I think that would be fun. I think that would be very fun. Monster Arts probably will. Would have been cool to see a NECA one of these, but I bet you anything that never happens. I mean, the line's ended for one thing, but if it ever comes back, I doubt it. But that is it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.